Hello everyone, Ken here with another lantern video. It's that time of the week again, and I'm here out in the workshop working on another lantern. What I got here is the Pagoma lantern. If you remember, about I want to say 8 or 9 videos back, I picked this up along with this nifty gadget here that I featured in the video. And yeah, I said it was going to be a work in progress, and work in progress, I'm not kidding. Tell you the truth, I almost gave up on this thing. This thing was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. I was almost going to write it off and just use it as a parts lantern, but I couldn't do that. Knowing myself, I figured, well, let me get into it and see how bad it really is. And yeah, it was quite worse than what I thought it was. Turns out, I don't know, the guy who had it before, I guess, must have had a leak around where the crimp was, and whoever had this thing, they must have had a whole tube. I don't know if it was Bondo or PC7 epoxy, but they had it caked over the whole bottom of this thing so thick, it took me a couple nights of sanding just to get it off. I mean, I didn't know really what to expect underneath, but I took an area and I just sanded it, and I got down to the bare metal. I don't see a darn thing wrong with this. I mean, this is as solid as they come. I'm guessing he probably had a leak. It was probably weeping around the seam. So I can address that later. If worst comes to worst, I can put some seal oil on the inside, or the fact that there's still some epoxy in there, which is kind of hard to sand out. That's probably all you really needed in the first place to fix the leak. But anyway, nevertheless, what else? Yeah, the crown. The crown, I don't know, if I hold this up to the light, it looks like stars in the sky. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but I actually had tried to repair this with some solder, and there's just no way. There's a million holes in this thing. This thing is just pretty much roached out. So yeah, I gave up on that. Contacted my friends at W.T. Kirkman and bought a replacement cap for it. If you don't know about W.T. Kirkman, I highly recommend them. Very nice people, great lantern parts, great overall experience. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to replace the cap. And not only that, the tabs actually were in pretty bad shape. I'm actually working on those right now. There wasn't much left of those. I'm rebuilding those up with some silver solder. They were pretty much down to nothing too, but I think I've got them actually strengthened up enough to use successfully, and yeah, I think that'll work out really good. What I did is I just located the slots from I overlaid the old cap onto the new cap, overlaid the slots for the tabs. I still haven't marked the pull. I need to mark the pull tab slot too. Which yeah, actually that was missing too, so I picked up another pull tab from them as well. This is now this is one of the newer Pagoma styles. It's not the original. If you know anything about Pagoma, it was a real ornate lantern. It had a lot of like scrolly decorations on the chimney and on the air tubes and all. I mean, you'll see them on eBay. I think there's actually one on there for like several $100s. This is a Embry made one, so I would assume it would have the what they call the cupcake pull tab. It kind of looks like the profile of a cupcake if you look at it. And yeah, it's kind of a funny thing, but that's from what I gather they call it the cupcake. But so yeah, I'll put that on there and get this going and get it all back. I actually had a stuck burner. The burner was a disaster. I had to soak that for quite some time in my 50/50 special sauce transmission fluid and acetone. I was finally able to coax that off, and it was just a piece of rust. But I got that actually cleaned up really well. It's still in really good operable condition. No problem. Everything I think is going to work out. So yeah, we're getting back to that, and yeah. So while I'm at it, I thought I'd mention the fact that last week's video was around the 1st of the month, Memorial Day, and I'm thinking that the date, there was something to that date, and shortly after I shot and posted the video, the thought came in mind that a good friend of mine, Bob the Lantern Guy, who also used to do YouTube videos, passed away. It was about a year, almost a year to the day, and I just really wanted to kind of give a tribute to him, since he's really missed. You know, I mean, he was my influence who started out my channel. You know, we used to go back and forth in the comments and things like that, and he used to challenge people to do the light ups and everything like that, and really was my influence to do this channel, and kept it going today, and I gotta admit, really enjoyed doing it. I never thought I'd be the guy to be putting videos on YouTube. You know, always was a guy to watch videos, and I never thought I'd be out there posting, but I gotta say, he was my influence. And for those of you who are not familiar with him, just put it up in your search bar, Bob the Lantern Guy. He's got over 200 videos. They're all still on there, but like I said, the sad news is as of his passing, a year to the date. And so I don't really have anything to light up for you today because I'm doing a work in progress. I know one of Bob's favorite lanterns that he always had was his Dietz Acme Inspector, and he used to call it the Beast. He always called it the Beast. And a little later on, I happened to pick one up myself and called it the Beast from the East, because he was out in California and I'm here in New Jersey. And yeah, so I would like to light this up in closing and give this as a tribute to Bob the Lantern Guy. Bob, this one's for you.